deserve it, man. And he's coming after you, boy. So you like sex, huh? Ain't no such thing as safe sex, man. Not when you promiscuous. He gonna aid you into belief. Herpes, AIDS, syphilis, tuberculosis, all these diseases coming back and worse. He says, Elijah Muhammad said that he's going to terrify you with insects. Now in California, they have drills going on with the police on how to handle the killer bees that will soon be in California. Look at you, man. You're a big, powerful man. I'll take a bee and knock you on your butt. Show you ain't got no juice, baby. You better submit. He terrified a whole stadium in there for a baseball game, and he sent grasshoppers in. And the grasshoppers were jumping all over the people. They were all in distraction. They couldn't think about the game. They was running to get out of it. You like sports events? Be careful. Be careful. They were sitting up in San Francisco or Oakland, one of them two, in the stadium, and an earthquake hit. That was the end of the game. Ain't nobody playing no more. God, all he had to do was shake it just a little. And you haven't seen earthquakes like you're going to see it, brother. And let me tell you something. If you ever have been in one, it's a terrifying thing. You see this earth that's under your foot? That thing is firm. And it's so firm you believe it'll always be that way. But when that earth starts shaking, man, and there is a chapter in the Quran called The Shaking, and it ain't talking about what we do in the disco and that. No. It's the earth just shaking. And when you see this, the stuff you're going to see will make babies turn gray-headed. That's how terrible it's going to be. And also the Quran says the violence of the people. Now let me tell you about that. See, you brothers, and I have to say this to you because it just has to be said. You know, Allah loves you and wants to save you. But you are so evil till you are now doing the white man's job of killing each other. So since you like to kill each other, then God is going to give you your own blood to drink. And this is what's coming. He's going to turn the white folk that you love loose on you. See, they are real killers. They ain't no pop gun shooting, kill, and then get tired. These white folk love to kill black people. Now they start burning your churches. But look at the mind that's come into the police force now, into the sheriff's department, into the FBI. See, all of them think the same way as the Aryan nation and the free men and the militia. They don't like no niggers. So since you like to kill each other, then God will cause them to kill you. And that's written in the Bible. You can look for it. It ain't going to be long now. Just a few days from now. It says here that because they wouldn't hear Moses, he caused them to be bitten by fiery serpents. Fiery serpents only mean angry white folk. And when the white man won, the Republicans won, the headline the next day was angry white men. What are they angry about? They're angry because their world is coming down and they see you rising. You got to make a change, brothers. Sisters, you got to make a change. Now the final thing is the destruction. Now we're just about finished. The Honorable Elijah Muhammad told us of a giant mothership that is made like the universe, a sphere and spheres within spheres. The white folk call them unidentified flying objects. He's coming out with a movie to let you know what's about to come down, but he put it in film, and I said I'm not going to let him give you a false version. I'm going to tell you what the real deal is so that you're not going to be tricked. This is no dudes from out in Mars. No. The life that is on Mars is germane to that atmosphere. You can't live on another planet. The water is different, the atmosphere is different, the vegetation is different. You are born of this atmosphere, this water, this vegetation, and this is the only planet you can survive on. You can visit those planets in a contraption, but don't come out. You can't make it. Ain't nobody coming from Mars to visit you. They want to give the credit to some Martians when it's really God and the host of his angels that have been prepared to wipe this nation from the face of the earth before the white man came into existence. Now let me tell you how it's going to be. As the Honorable Elijah Muhammad taught us. Ezekiel in the Old Testament saw wheels that looked like a cloud by day but a pillar of fire by night. That was a vision that Ezekiel had. Now that vision is reality. The Honorable Elijah Muhammad said that wheel was built on the island of Nippon, which is now called Japan, by some of the original scientists. It took $15 billion in gold at that time to build it. It is made of the toughest steel. America does not know yet the steel, the composition to make an instrument like it. It is a circular plane. And the Bible says of it that it never makes turns. The wheel didn't make turns. Because of its circular nature, it can stop and then shoot in all directions at thousands of miles of speed an hour. Listen now, listen. He said there are 1,500 of these small wheels in this mother wheel, which is a half a mile by a half mile. It's like a small human-built planet. Each one of these planes carry 3 bombs. The bombs that are used on these planes, and by the way, these planes are not new. Solomon said there's nothing new under the sun.
They have even markings in areas of the earth where they make markings of these planes in ancient writings because they're not new to the original man. White folk ain't the first people to fly.